If someone offered you a box of everything you ever lost, what would you look for first? When I was 10, my grandmother gave me a small bag of gems. It was one of the few things she actually gave me after my cousins were born. In it was a small piece of hematite. The paper that came with the bag explained what the different gems were and what they meant. The hematite supposedly protected from bleeding. 10-year-old me put that in my pocket and carried it with me everywhere. I carried that piece of hematite for 30 years in my pocket. I'm 40 now. Went on a trip last year and the shorts I was wearing developed a hole in the pocket that I was not aware of. The hematite fell out somewhere in my journey and I lost a 30-year-old friend. I'd look for that first. My sense of novelty and awe. My capability of being mentally transported by games, movies and books. Childhood photos. Back before everything was digital. All photos were kept in an album or a box. Our basement got flooded and every photo was lost. There were some, like school photos, that were on the walls upstairs that survived. But all the normal silly candid photos were lost. Same thing as a teenager. I loved taking pictures and had all my photos in albums that somehow got lost along the way. My marbles. My mum's ring she'd been given by her grandma that I pawned. My mum agreed at the time but always regretted it afterwards. Got way less than it's worth. The guy took advantage of my age and desperation. The worst thing is, I can't even remember the design, so can't ever have it replicated and can't ask my mum because she passed away earlier this year. This stupid fucking necklace I lost when I was like 6 that my dad then used as an excuse to not buy me anything nice till I finally moved out at 17. The self-esteem that I allowed others to destroy during a phase of illness. The watch I inherited from my dad. Mum's silver necklace that I, as a teen, gave to someone I thought I was close to but wasn't. Never saw the person or the necklace again. My son. 10mm sockets. My nose like WTF, some guy stole it at my 3rd birthday. Never got it back. My favorite childhood toy. A small puppy plushie with a brown patch over its eye. My younger self being my younger self named the plushie Patch. I lost him when I moved out of my first house, which was just after I turned 6. I never saw him again and to this day I miss him greatly. I hope whoever moved into my first house after my family and I moved out found joy in Patch. Or at least could give him to a young kid. Gonna cry XD. 0. The time I spent on my ex. The issue is that I can't recall what I've lost. The little spirit horse figurine that I lost on a road trip with my family ages ago. I loved that horse figure so much and never wanted to lose it. We stopped at a rest stop and I put it down to wash my hands and completely forgot it on the sink. There. By the time I realized we had already pulled out of the rest stop and I knew my dad would refuse to go back for a toy, so I just sat there and cried for the next hour or so. Every once in a while I wonder what happened to that toy. The box I lost that had everything in it. My cat. Though he ran away 30 years ago. Hope, man. Hope. There's so many good answers to this post. Then there's me. And the first thing that pops up into my mind is my vibrator charger.